Right, so it's now come to the end of our month on our fitness plan, well, my fitness plan at the gym, and I've rated out of 15 my plan at a 12. I've had a great time going to the gym in the last month. I've enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. So we've rated it on 3 different things, and the first thing is cost, and I've given it a 4 out of 5 because I think, yes, it does cost you to go to the gym. The gym that I went to is £36 a month. But I think it's worth the cost. You get so much for your money. You get all your classes, you get the spa, which is great, and you get the gym itself. So I've given it a good 4 out of 5. On practicality, I've given it a 3 because you do have to fit it in around your lifestyle, and it can be difficult. And it's one of the things that I have struggled with over the last month. On effectiveness, I've given it a 5 out of 5 because I've really noticed the difference over the last month. Good things, I've said that I've got a general feeling of happiness because every time I go, that thing about endorphins I think is really true. You really feel happy and kind of satisfied when you come out of the gym. Visible achievements, I can see the difference in myself. My arms are more toned, my stomach's more toned. My overall weight loss, and also the social side of things. It's quite sociable going to the gym. On the bad side, I think that the time it takes up is probably the worst thing. But I'm definitely going to keep it going, and I've now signed up for a long-term membership. So overall, I give my time in the gym a 12 out of 15.
I scored my diet quite low on cost because I don't do any Tesco's value low GI food, so I only got 1 on that. For effectiveness, I gave it a 3 because although I did put on a couple of pounds at one point, I lost 3 pounds overall. And for practicality, I also gave it a 3 because I felt that it was quite difficult to fit in all the snacking, which sounds like a funny thing to say on a diet, but sometimes you have to eat 5 times a day and it's difficult to fit it all in. The bad bits, I think that it was not being able to buy a sandwich for lunch and things like that. You can't just grab food on the go, you have to really think about it. But the good bits were that it was healthy eating. It made me really think about the fruit and veg that I ate, and I think I'm going to keep up with the oat bran, which I was really sceptical about to begin with. So overall, I think I'm going to give it a 7. So overall rating it, in terms of cost, I give it a 5 out of 5. It was little or no extra cost to what I normally spend on my weekly food bill, so it wasn't really a financial burden buying any extra stuff. In terms of practicality, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5 because although it was fairly easy, there was quite a lot of organisation and preparation involved because I was having to think about what food I'm going to have for my main meals, what snacks I'm going to have to make sure I have my 5 a day, and also with the water, trying to fit it in with the job that I do out and about on stories. It's not always practical to guzzle loads of water if you're not near a loo. And my last category, in terms of effectiveness, I give it a 5 out of 5. My target was to lose between 4 and 6 pounds. I lost 3, which was almost at the lower end of my target, but not just the fact that I lost 3 pounds, but I really toned up as well, so I've noticed real good changes in my stomach, which was one of the key areas I wanted to tone up. So I give that a 5 out of 5. Side effects and the bad bits, you really need to make sure you're organised. You can't just come to work with a cheese sandwich and a bottle of water. It doesn't work like that. You need to think about making sure you get your 5 fruit and veg a day in. So there's quite a lot of meal preparation organisation. The good bits, my hair's got loads shinier, my skin's improved in quality, and my overall physique has improved. And also, a bit like Jade, I actually feel a lot more energised because of the food that I'm eating as well. So overall, I give mine out of 15, 13.
And I've rated them 1 out of 5 on cost. They are quite expensive. Thankfully, I was given a month's free trial by the company behind Apasat, but it would normally cost me £150. I suppose you can offset that by saying slimming classes or other slimming products would cost just as much, but I still felt that was quite a lot of money to pay out on a slimming product. Another category we looked into was practicality, and I had to eat a calorie controlled diet, which wasn't too much of a hardship, but I did have to take 3 of these huge pills before every single meal, half an hour before I was going to eat, so it was having to sort of think ahead before I actually had anything to eat, so I gave that a 3 out of 5. Finally though, on the effectiveness front, I wanted to lose half a stone and drop into the healthy weight category for my BMI, and I absolutely smashed my target and I'm really chuffed. So I've given that a 5 out of 5 for effectiveness, because I lost 9 pounds and I only wanted to lose half a stone, and I'm now into that healthy weight BMI category. So that's fantastic. So out of 15, I'm going to give Apasat weight loss products 9 out of 15.